Why do we only have one bed?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I haven't done much standard since they changed the messages, so I haven't seen a lot of these.
You just said, why do we have one?
Yeah, why do we only have one bed? I'm a little creeped out right now. Yeah, I don't see the resemblance.
I think you might want to call someone.
Yeah. She'll be arriving sometime today. Hey, babe. If the doorbell does ring, would you be able to run down and get that? Thank you. Good old standard. No, I do not. Standard is not a much used mode. Although there will be more of it going forward because the spring tournament is standard. I will be whenever, you know, in the spring. So another 3 months. It won't be until, I think the sign up will go up in March. Key Sanity in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tomorrow, man. Welcome back. You didn't miss shit. Ooh. Delicious. Early bow. Love that. What's up?
So normally I would go through like my juice like the first 3 days of the week, right?
Yeah.
And then I would have the rest of milk for the next week, right? I've done both this past week.
You've been home. Actually, no, wait, you haven't been home.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you haven't.
I've been in school too.
You've just been a fish.
Yeah, I've been a fish. No, a camel. Because fish don't really drink water, they just breathe. A camel would be a better comparison. So.
Yeah. Fair enough. Guesses? Oh god. I mean, it could be anywhere. I think you said Central is in Central as well.
Oh, Central.
I mean,
Well, let's rule out how many states are in the Central time.
well, maybe a dozen or so. It's quite large. Minnesota.
You're gonna go with Minnesota?
Minnesota.
I'm gonna go with... Is Ohio in the...
No, it's Eastern. Oh, I thought you said you were Central.
It is in Central time.
No, it's not.
Oh, no,
Florida's
yeah,
in
it's
Eastern.
It's in Eastern.
Florida's Eastern, man. It's not Central.
Yeah, because Florida would be 1 hour.
Florida's
ahead of
about
us.
as east as you can get.
Yeah, Florida would be 1 hour ahead of us. That would be Eastern.
Oh, I was just thinking. Okay, I was just thinking about this. Is the Panhandle? There's that section of the Panhandle.
Oh yeah.
The far western Panhandle is Central. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. The far western section of the Panhandle is Central.
You know how Florida, there's like that shop.
Okay, I need to be fucking careful here.
Oh yeah, you're.
I'm almost dead.
Hey, Dad! Oh great, Alright, now we know where he lives. And,
I need to be...
Let's go and,
I need to be super careful right now. You want to talk about a time loss. This would be a super time loss.
It's just like, it just makes me nervous that you can't see. Oh, God. This is the one place that I hate.
Well, this is fine. The rats actually don't kill you. They'll do a quarter heart. There's a heart right here, so... Whew, okay. Alright. Okay, so after that, Jesus Christ, I'm almost dead again. Why am I... Lately, I've been taking a lot more damage than normal. Oh, actually, not that. A 609 escape. That's horrible. It's just the damage I took. I took way too much damage. And a green rupee. Alright, so... Let's start with the normal. You just gotta listen to beep, beep, beep,
What's coming today,
beep. Yeah, it's the other one. You do not want to spend the money on one of those, babe. I mean, yours works just fine, right?
I like the different colors.
Oh. I don't even use mine to the... I mean, I could use the chroma settings on this if I really wanted to. I just don't.
Well, yours is fluctuating colors.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of different things you could set on these. I just
Kind of like
haven't.
what this one is a little bit?
Yeah. Was that a rupee? Okay, I want to make sure. The song of my people. Beep, 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 beep. That's awesome. Please come listen, child, to the song of my people. Oh, fuck. I don't want to die here. I'm actually going to get this. I don't know which one that is. I don't know if that's 1, 2, or... I don't even know. Oh, yeah. Do not set it to normal. The moment you do that and you realize how fucking fast that goes, it is so annoying. Beep, 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 beep. I'm gonna do something that I would not normally do here. This is how much I do not want to die here. Now I'm in the clear. That one guard can be a little tricky where he can point left when you're popping down, he can hit you. Yeah, I will never set it to full speed heart. And then as long as I don't blow myself up with a bomb, I'm okay. I have been known to do that. One more heart, one more piece of heart will do the trick there too. So we haven't gotten much. We just found the Titans, or the Power Glove. That's the only thing we found so far. And a lot of money. Yeah, a lot of money. A lot of little bits of money though, not like huge. Remember, I got 80 rupees off the tree, so. And then, I mean, we'll do Eastern immediately if Eastern is a crystal. There's no reason not to do it. And then we just gotta be careful not to blow ourselves up. Fire Rod. That'll be nice too. Yay, beeping's gonna go away. Yay, beeping went away. Whew, I can unplug my ears again. Alright, so... we haven't found a ton of stuff. That is not worth anything. And again, we are going to go straight to Eastern. We're going to do Eastern before we even do the south route to the dam. Because we find the boots on that route, it makes that so much easier. Unless it's a pendant, and then I might not. No, I still will. Even if it's a pendant, I think I still will. Oh, you know, I just realized on that last run, we never stopped at Lazy Kid on that Triforce hunt. We never stopped and said hello. Oh, I'm sad. No, I'm sad. We didn't get to see the Lazy Kid. You always get to see the Lazy Kid. Well, last race I didn't. Okay, I'm not really that sad. But, track away, dude. I don't care. Doesn't bother me at all. Okay, hold on. What am I doing? Yeah, I want to do this. Green, 1, and blue. Green, blue, 1. Kind of sets this one in motion. The good thing about doing a Triforce hunt first is that it really does not collide when you do a standard or an open or even a Key Sanity. Because you're not even really paying attention to shit in the Triforce hunt. You're just killing, and clearing as much stuff as possible, going as fast as you can. It doesn't even collide. So 2 pendants in Light World is kind of a pain in the ass. Rubies. Rubies.
Hands and finger. That's the most used together on a shaman. Hunts shaman. I'm looking at this rankings on this Warcraft. Looks like I'm switching again.
Cool. Yeah, tournament tracking is fun. I've done it a couple of times. But at the same time, it's the first time you do it, you do not realize how fast it goes. It goes super fucking fast when you're tracking 2 people. If you're lucky, they follow the same track for a while. But the first time that I did tracking in the winter tournament, or the fall tournament, I was shocked at how fast it went. You gotta be on your game. You gotta pay attention. And I missed a few things the first time I did it. Have chat open. Definitely have Twitch chat open if you do that. They will fucking correct you. And believe me, they will fucking correct you. You fuck up, they will let you know. When I did tracking for the tournament last in the fall, the first time I did I screwed up once or twice, and chat is on your ass about it. You're slow by 10 seconds. My God, that guy's got the cape. Why haven't you tracked the cape? You suck. Die in a fire. It's effectively what it is. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, they do it out of the goodness of their hearts. Their black hearts. Oh, they'll correct you. They will be on you. Don't even question that. They will be on you. They don't go to that extent. I'm exaggerating slightly. I do tend to do that from time to time, but be an item. Be an item. Fuck. Can't miss this. Can't skip the other item. Yeah, I mean they don't go to that extent, but they do get on you. Again, it's in good fun, I suspect. For the most part, it is, at least. Uh-oh. Got knocked up high. Hate it when you get knocked up in that room. I was exaggerating slightly. I do that. Ooh, a book! That gets us into desert if we want to. Alright, so we gotta be a little careful in here. I am gonna stop and actually get the ferry. This is not where you want to die. This is not the area where you want to die. So getting a safety ferry here is not the end of the world. I would highly recommend it if you're doing this in the dark. This is one of the harder dark rooms in the game. I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that. Saw that coming. Yeah, I mean, definitely, there's going to be no shortage of tracking responsibilities, especially for this Key Sanity tournament that's coming up in a couple weeks. Because right now we're like at 170 people. I don't think we're going to get many more. I think we're close to the cap. We'll probably get a few late. But for the... Threw that right over his head. For the most part, I think what we're going to be ending up right around 170 people for the Key Sanity tournament. Key Sanity tracking, though, I don't know how they're going to do it. If they're actually going to track the keys, or if they're just going to track items. Of that, I do not know. Oh yeah, the cross-product tracker's the best. Alright, so we're done with that one quick. We still have to do the south route. We can also do desert, if we wanted to. But I think we're just going to go south. We'll do the south route. Yeah, we'll just go the south way. We got all the south routes to clear still. So. Yeah, I think that went pretty smoothly. Always like getting an early bow. And it's the only crystal in Light World, so... My guess is we're going to find the lantern down here, which would send us there, which would give us the book, which would send us to desert. That's my guess of what we're going to find here, is that the lantern's going to be somewhere on this route. Eventually I'll hit that. Because, honestly, there's not much left. There's this, there's Agana. But yeah, my guess is that the final progression is probably in desert. So I would totally expect to see the lantern somewhere on this route. And I do think we're going to fake Flipper just to get the... we're going to fake Flipper to actually go to Zora. It's easier doing it that way. There it is. Yeah, desert's the play. Ooh, there's the hook. Oh, actually, that opens up the other half of Death Mountain, too. I wasn't expecting the hook shot. That might change my strategy a little bit. Yeah, in fact, you know what? I'm not going to fake Flipper. Least favorite dungeon by far is Ice Palace. I hate Ice Palace. Ice Palace is the one that fucks me over more than anything. Because I usually delay Ice Palace. It's great to go mode. If you get a go mode Ice Palace, it's the best dungeon in the game. Because it takes nothing. But if you have to full clear Ice Palace, I hate the routing in Ice Palace. It's just... It's my least favorite by far. Oh, see, I like Skullwoods. The reason I like Skullwoods is because you can get in and out. Pendant Skullwoods is best Skullwoods, in my opinion. At least with V26 and V27, it definitely was. V28 shouldn't change much. Because Pendant Skullwoods always seems to have the item. Whenever you go to Dark World for the first time, if it's a Pendant Skullwoods, stop there. Maybe 3 or 4 times I've not gotten anything from Pendant Skullwoods. Every other time, though, it's been the shit. You know, it's been the flute, or the mirror, or the bow, or something essential. Yeah, Mothula really is the bad... You're right. I think Mothula is the only bad thing about Skullwoods, because Mothula can be a real dick. If he just hangs up in the corner and just, you know, flaps up there all day, you can't kill him. If he knew better, if Mothula actually had you know, sentience and knew that if I just stay above the spikes, I can never die, Mothula would own Ganon. I mean, Mothula would challenge Ganon, and he would take the Triforce. Because he would be unbeatable. So yeah, I like doing the Spectacle Rock play anytime you first get into Death Mountain. I like checking these. I've seen a mix and match. Some people do this, some people don't. Flippers. Good information. So we definitely are going to need the mirror at some point. That is a blue rupee. But I like checking that chest right there, that item, because it's accessible, and it's a really easy one to get. Dude, I'm telling you, Mothula, he's invincible. All he has to do is stand on the spikes all day long. He'll never die. Powder was... what was Powder? No, Powder was in Ice Rod Cave. I did go to Ice Rod Cave. I did not sequence break it. If I had the Moon Pearl, I probably still would have done it. But now that we know where the flipper's at, we know we're going to get the mirror at some point. Oh, I shouldn't use a bomb here, actually. I think you can arrow that. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Should be able to arrow that, I believe. Wow, I've got all this money. This has been a rich seed. Titans, mitts. We are one... Oh, we still... I guess it doesn't really matter. We still need the... Wow. Okay, I haven't fucked that up in a while. Oops. I guess it wasn't south far enough. So we have to go up since we're here, even though we don't have the ability to get to Eastern or Hare at this point. We definitely have to go here and check Spiral before we leave. Even though it's slow Spiral. And then we can check this as well. $50. I don't think we need money at any point during this game. Get away from me, you fucker. We have enough money already to last me the entire game. Alright, so this will be our save quit point, and then I think we have to go to desert after this. So the desert play I think is still the right play here. We're looking for that Moon Pearl. That would suck if the mirror was here. Because then we'd have to go back and then go into Hera, and it would just lead us all over the fucking place. So we are going to check Agana first. And the reason I like doing Agana first is because of the boots. You definitely do not want to go into Desert Palace without the boots if you haven't checked Agana. It's only happened, I think, once that the boots have been here, but the last thing you want to do is go in and then have to come back out. And then go back in again. It's too fucking time-consuming. Stop blowing yourself up. Yeah, exactly. Once is enough. So there's no guarantee that we can actually clear desert here. Just because, you know, it could be boot locked. But it does... the item most likely is here. It's either here or it's Zora. I mean, we're basically running out of things to do. But it could be the mirror. And the mirror would lead us to flippers. And the flippers lead us to... It's gonna... I feel it's gotta be here. I really feel it's gotta be here. But the mirror could lead us to the flippers, and that would lead us to Zora and the Wishing Well and the ledge and all that shit. So there's still some opportunities here to kind of fuck with our mind. I didn't know if you could actually hit that or not. Now I know. We're gonna find out very quickly. And it is not locked. Yeah, these are gunners. Awesome, rupee there, okay. Yeah, so I got eye surgery done a year ago. I got LASIK done because I used to wear glasses, which is funny because I'm wearing gunners. Don't be the small key. So I got eye surgery done a year ago, and ever since then my light sensitivity is just through the fucking roof. So I have to wear gunners because I can't stare at the screen for an extended period of time. It hurts. I have a pair at work too that I use on occasion. Maybe I should have my monitors turned back a little bit. These are pretty big monitors, and shit. Mirror. Man, made me go all the way through here for nothing. What a dick move. Could have just told me Landmo's had it. But no, we're gonna make you check it. This is the one time, because it's a pendant. If this was a crystal, I would have just gone straight to Landmo and then come back in. But at a pendant, if it means you don't have to actually kill Landmoa, then absolutely, I'm gonna check the right side. Especially with one item already down, we're just looking for one. The odds are in your favor that it's there. So we're down to two, count them, 2 places where there could be progression. This is the likeliest of the 2, I think. Dungeon over overworld. But again, this easily could be the mirror. Well, if Shamalama Ding Dong's got the item, that means we have to get the mirror first. The mirror or the hammer. Because the green pendant is up at Hera. So, I mean, the progression route is very, very clear. We know where we're going to be going. There's only a few items that could actually be here. This has to be the Moon Pearl, or the mirror, or the hammer. Either here or at Zora. Boots would open up a few new items. I missed that one. Yeah. Shit. do the rest of this the hard way. Should be one more charge, one more slash. Oh, just one more slash. Survey says the mirror. We're going back up to Hera. So we're gonna go back up to Hera. We're gonna get the flippers. We're gonna clear Hera. We will do that since we're there, but
That is a cake.
that looks delicious.
And it's liquid frosting and pools. It looks like glass.
That looks delicious.
I know. Freaking hell. I'm looking at all this damn food. I need
Well,
to stop doing
then
this.
stay off of Facebook. That's all that's on there.
I know.
Politics, religion, and food. That's why you never go onto Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook in like a week. And I only really go on there to check and see if somebody said something stupid. Which is 100% of the time. So this is a tricky situation here because it could be like Vanilla Moon Pearl. Spoiler. This could be like a Vanilla Moon Pearl here, but it also could be like this could be a dud. Some bombs. I almost fell off there. What the fuck? That's fucked up. I don't know why I switched to the hook. That's super fucked up, dude. Oh, fuck, I missed. I'm gonna miss them both. God damn it. Come here, you prick. Apparently I don't know how to do this, because... Jesus. I don't know why I fucked that up so hardcore, but... That's 10 seconds there. That's super fucked up. I'm actually gonna grab this heart. Would love the item to be here. Fuck. Ugh. I got nothing to say on that. That's just super fucked. Oh no 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 no. Whew. That was close. Wait, item doesn't have to be. Shit, it's in the basement. Fuck. Gotta do the basement. Yeah, that's messed up, dude. Oh, sure, sure. That makes... yeah. That's right. I forgot to mark the flippers. Yeah, I can imagine. Uh-oh, am I too far left? Or too far right? Okay, good. Alright. While I have a minute here, I gotta check something. I gotta check and see if my package has arrived yet. It has not. Alright, so we're gonna check this. Then we're gonna do the Zora. We're gonna do the Zora route before we do the green pendant. Before we turn that in. Unless we find the hammer here. Or the moon pearl. I'm sorry, the moon pearl is what we need, not the hammer. Hammer actually does not change anything right now. Hammer is not a progression item. It's a required item, but it's not progression right now. Wow. So if that green pendant is not it, we came up here for nothing. We did that entire route for nothing. I mean, we needed the flippers, but... Now, here's the other possibility. The other possibility is this is a pedestal seed. Generally, they will give you early pendants if the pedestal seed is required. They tend to do that. Exactly, Ace. Exactly. So, they tend to do that. They just give you more pendants up front because they're earlier to get. Or they're easier to get up, you know, at the beginning. So if we step into Dark World and it's either Skullwoods or Thieves Town, that's the pendant, I would expect to see it. There's the moon pearl. So we're going to finish the route. Jesus. We're going to finish the route. You know, we could have sequence broke that a long time ago. That is upsetting. We could have had Dark World access 10 minutes ago. Easy. 10, 15 minutes ago. That is upsetting. Because I guarantee you somebody in this race did that. Damn it all to hell. Now I'm super concerned we're way behind. Ooh, but they wouldn't have got the boots doing that. You sequence break that, you don't get those boots. Or the ether. Oh, okay. This is when sequence breaking hurts. Let's start the bonks. Do you think he knows how to swim? I'll grab that. I would assume he has some swimming prowess, yes. Alright, so... Boy, that's a mixed bag. I guess, you know what, though? Okay, let me back that up. I'm gonna back that up a little bit. I'm gonna get the Bonk Rocks, but I'm not gonna actually check King's Tomb right now because reasons, I guess. I'm gonna have to come back here anyway. I guess if you get the Moon Pearl right there, you probably switch it up and you do go. So maybe you don't. Maybe you do still finish the route once you find the Moon Pearl there. Isn't she the best? I mean, look at her. She's just sitting there all nice and cozy. Wow, 39 minutes. We're just now getting into Dark World. I mean, we have to be behind. Let's find this last pendant. Pendant is in Mire, and then it's 5 and where's Ice? So we're in Blue Mail, Fire Rod, Fighter Sword, no Hammer. Not the Skullwoods I want to be doing. Mothula is going to be a bitch. With what, 7 hearts? I am not comfortable with this scenario without a safety. Because we don't have a bottle yet. I don't think we do. We didn't get a bottle yet. No. I don't think we did. Like I said. Oh, shit. Oh. He can get you from there. That wall master can actually get you when you're up high. Which is really weird, but he can do it. Oops. That's right, you meant... Oh, fuck. Yeah, that right there is the wall master I do not like. It is not. This is actually a standard run, which I don't do standard often, but it was the only one running. So we've got a key sanity run tonight at 7. So here's basically our schedule for what we're going to be doing today. We've got a key sanity run at 7. We'll be doing the open at 4:30. There's key sanity at 7. There's another open at 10. I don't know if I'm going to do that one, though. Oh, I dropped that off at a bad spot. Okay. Definitely want full magic going into this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one shot at this. This is not going to be an easy fight at all. Got to be very cautious. Make sure you do not body Mothula. This is not going to be an easy run, but it's doable. It's just going to be a pain in the ass. I'm going to run around here. I'm actually going to pick up the magic. I want the magic here, which means I'll pick up the heart too, just because it's here. So I'm not going to light the lanterns yet. So I'm going to use the torch, use the lamp to do it, so I can save a little bit of magic, conserving magic. Got to make high quality shots. Half heart doesn't affect it. I'm gonna swing up here. I'm gonna pick up this extra heart. Hopefully I don't get hit by anything. Oh, that works. I'll get you there in a second. Hold on. Should be safe. Okay, good. That's 1. 2. Those are both good. 3, that one counts. That one might... Oh, that one counted. He actually missed the spike. Get your ass down here. Keep coming. 3 more hits, I believe. Don't think that one counted. Oh shit, I'm caught in the corner. No, 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 no. That one counted. Oh, beautiful. That was a good fight. When you first get the game, how old were you? So I got this, I never actually, this is weird. I never owned this game. Never once did I actually own the Super Nintendo copy of it. I own 2 of the remakes. I own the one for the DS, and then the one that was on the Collector's Edition. But I never actually bought the SNES version. But I rented it from the local rental store like 80 times. So I spent a hell of a lot more on this game than I would have if I, you know, had just bought it straight out. But I remember getting it the week it came out. Okay, good enough to do. That's actually slightly disappointing. I remember getting it the week it came out. You know, renting it the week that it came out. And I just... It was amazeballs. It was so much fun. So much fun. I remember getting stuck because you weren't used to puzzles. This was the first Zelda game that actually had, like, puzzles, legitimate puzzles in it. And I remember getting stuck the first time at Desert Palace. You know, at the end where you have to light the torches? And the buddy and mine that we both rented it, were sitting there like, what are we supposed to do? It's like, how are we supposed to do this? And I don't remember if we actually got it figured out before we had to give the game. There's a bottle there. That's interesting. Probably not progression, but I don't remember if we actually figured out before we had to take the game back, or if we had to figure it out the next time. But keep in mind, there was no internet. This is 1992. You know, no interwebs. So, I mean, that was what you had. Dude, man, both of you guys right there, Mana and Final Fantasy. Now, Final Fantasy IV, the same dude I was talking about that we rented it, he had that game. He had Final Fantasy IV. That was my first actual Final Fantasy that I ever played, that I can recall. And I owned Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana was mine. And Mana was great. I had a buddy of mine that came over, and we would actually, oh god, we would play that on my old black and white television. We would play that on my old black and white TV, the two of us. It was tiny as hell. It was like a 16 or 15-inch black and white TV. That's convenient. We're heading that direction. And we would play Secret of Mana on it, and it was so much fun. Oh, did it actually have little tips that came with it? I didn't know that. Again, I never bought it. I mean, I was 12 or 13. I would have been 12 or 13 when this game came out. I can't remember when it exactly came out. I thought it was 92, but I would have been 12. Yeah, I was 12. My wife is older than I am, and every time that she's reminded about how young I am, it freaks her out.
It's weird sometimes.
Breath of the Wild is great. I actually just started replaying it. I don't know why I actually switched over to my mirror. I don't have the flute, so... Yeah, Breath of the Wild. I just started replaying that again this last Wednesday. So, yeah, wifey's a little older than I am. So, she robbed the cradle. Damn it. That was a waste of time. I did not mean to start there. God damn it. Dude, my wife is gonna outlive me. I take shitty care of myself. She actually takes care of herself. I'm just a lazy bastard. Yeah, so, okay. So when I was a kid, again, this would have been when I was late middle school, early high school, is when all the great games came out. So I remember getting Chrono Trigger. I remember getting Final Fantasy 6 or 3, whatever you want to call it. And I would be, oh, I feel so sick. Oh no, I feel sick. My mom would never know. Like, she wouldn't know, because my dad was the one that bought me all the games. So, my mom would never know that, oh, a new game came out. Oh, magically, he's sick this week. And I would always be sick for 2 or 3 days. So... sword upgrade. Yeah, I mean, Chrono Trigger is such a fantastic game. I love that game. I own 4 copies of that, I believe. Let me think about that. How many actual copies of that do I own? I own the, I have it on, so I have the anthologies, the Final Fantasy anthologies for the PlayStation 1, which came with, which came with Chrono Trigger on it, so I own that copy. I own the iOS version. I own... I used to own the SNES version, but I sold it. I really wish I had kept it. Maybe those are the only 2 I actually have right now. I don't think I have a copy for the DS. I don't think I do. Yeah, I think just those 2. Seventh Saga, I know the game. I don't think I ever played it. I honestly do not think I ever played Seventh Saga, but I know the game. I know what it is. I just don't think I ever played it. That was a game I just did not get into. I never had the... I just never got around to buying it. And why do I always bonk that door? Every time. Yeah, see, okay, here's a funny story. So, I just recently bought, I bought, Final Fantasy 15 for the PS4. I own the HD version of Final Fantasy 12 for the PS4. And the problem is I never go to the living room to play them. But if I had them for the PC, this is before the PC versions came out. If I had them for the PC, I bet I beat them because I'd be sitting here at my desk. I bet I would actually beat those. So part of me wants to actually rebuy them just to play them on, just so that I can get a chance to actually... I have not finished Final Fantasy 15. I just don't. I haven't had it. So I'm maybe about 20-25 hours into it, and I just stopped playing. Yeah, I need to go through my... I don't even know... I own a DS. I don't even know where it is. I think it's in there. I think it's in my cabinet. I don't even know where it is. And I've got a bunch of... I've got decent games on it. I never play it. I've never have a reason to. Because again, here's the thing. I have the emulators for everything. So... It's like, it's difficult to go out and re-get that shit because I already have the emulator. And so it's like, well... I can just play it on my phone if I really wanted to. I'm gonna turn my fan on here in a second. So, unfortunately, Blind's chest, the big chest, has got an item in it. Unless I miscounted. Yes, my son actually has Link Between Worlds. I bought it for him for Christmas, and then I immediately played it. Oh, wait, no, the map is still outstanding. Uh-oh. Yeah. Patterns off. God damn it. Yeah, great game. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. Like I said, I bought it for my son, mostly so that I could play it. Oh, she put a new railing in? Yeah, that's interesting.
Both sides going down.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the other one on the right-hand side stops when it gets to an open spot because there is a railing.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Light! You okay?
Got a headache.
Babe?
I'm drinking water.
Yeah, no, I buy my shit, my son shit, so that I can play it. Absolutely, and I tell him I do it. With a few exceptions. Like he got an Xbox One for Christmas. I'm not playing it. I will not. I have no interest in playing Xbox One. Okay, dude, that sounds like something I would do. That definitely sounds like something I would do. Yeah, Santa had to try it out. Yeah, he had to make sure it was working correctly. I would so do that. I would totally do that. I think I'm gonna check Batman while I'm here.
I told you that I got a train set when I was a kid, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, my brother and my dad put it together and played with it.
And play with
before
it.
I could.
Of course they did. Why wouldn't they? Wow, the other green rupee. So I'm gonna do this, even though I'm gonna lose my portal. Oh, damn it! I didn't get far enough over. I'm gonna lose my portal doing this, but we're gonna do it anyway. I think we're gonna pick it back up. We haven't been south yet, so we have to do all that route anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab my portal again. Damn it. Because if I don't do this, I'm gonna miss 2 items. And I don't have the hammer yet. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. This is unfortunate. So we're gonna drop the chest off here. Oh no, we can't. Never mind. We can't do that. Never mind. I almost lost the chest there. Because I forgot I gotta go into a portal. That would have been a mistake. So we've gotten both green rupees. So I mean, we're in trouble. I think we're in pretty big trouble here. We wasted a lot of time early. That could have been that we could have sequence break. So, let's put it this way: the people that are in this race, there 1 or 2 of them sequence broke the Moon Pearl. It happened. I just guarantee you it happened. So we are at least 5 minutes behind those people at this point. And unfortunately, we have checked a lot of overworld that we haven't needed to. So I feel that we are significantly behind at this point. We did a full clear of Hera. That was probably a waste. We haven't turned in the the green pendant yet. We got to do that eventually. We'll do that when we head over to Pod, which might be our next stop, actually. Yeah. It's different every single time. I love it. Why did I just do that? That was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to drop the chest off. Shouldn't even have that out right now. Fuck. So, the little voice in my head is telling me that the hammer's probably in Pod. But we're going to check these 2 as well. So, again, I don't feel like we're doing very well here. We have to do Hype Cave still. We haven't even done that. Because we haven't been through here yet, because we don't have the hammer. We've been spending all of our time up north. So we have a choice. We can either go to where we should be going, which is, we should be going to Pod. Or we could gamble a bit, which I think I'm going to, and I'm actually going to go back to Death Mountain, and I'm going to go to Hookshot Cave and Bunny Cave. I think at this point I have to gamble. I think I have to gamble now, because I got to feel like I'm behind. And not behind by a minute or something like that. I think I'm significantly behind. And knowing that that sequence break was there and that it's a common sequence break, somebody did it. Yeah, a lot of them. I'm not finding much of anything else, so... And we need to find the hammer. The hammer's probably at pod. But I think I am. I think I'm gonna risk it. Hey, we can check Lazy Kid now. Yeah, we're gonna gamble.
Oh.
What?
It looked like he was gonna fall off. He's kind of moving forward. He is kind of oddball. He's a little bit bigger than Deadpool, so.
Damn dead rocks, get out of my fucking way. That was not a good hype cave. Could have been worse, though. Could have been worse. There has been a worse hype cave. Lazy Kid could definitely have hammer. That's definitely an option. I'm just gonna do it this way. I don't know why. I can't seem to get the timing on that down lately. I keep fucking it up, and it's stupid because it's the easiest goddamn trick in the game. I don't know what's wrong with me on that.
The amazing Rando.
Laws. Yeah, Lost 1986. Thanks for the follow. Good sir or madam. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday on a day that some people don't have to go work on Monday. I'm included. Yay. Sorry, babe. I know you have to go to work.
That's cool. Kate Dizzle.
Yeah, that was. I got that one.
Lost.
Alright, so we can get in there. Ooh, that's ether. You know what's funny about that ether is we got that ether at the same... That's in the Wishing Well. Which means if you did the sequence break and did not go all the way around because you... That's... Like, it might be able to pick up some time
Big
there.
Buddha.
Big Buddha Cheddar?
I love that.
Yeah.
I can never come up with cool names. I just keep the same stupid name.
So
I
do
name
I.
everything.
Oh, fuck you, Jelly. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Die, you motherfucker. That was a
A
dog.
little harsh.
I'm not harsh enough.
He's just doing his job.
Fuck that. Oh, God. I just realized we have to go all the way around. We don't have the flute yet? What do? I am a, so my official job title right now is a senior applications developer. Now what that translates into is my primary job is I'm a software developer. We do custom software on demand. So our clients come to us and say, I need this built, and we build it for them. What I actually do is about 40% of it is applications development. The other 60% is I basically handle all of the IT, server hardware, all of our support for all of our hosted servers. I do... I'm trying to think what else do I do. Basically, anything that needs to be done, I do it. I am the... Oh, this needs to be done? Give it to him. That's me. Oh, I have to go this way. Just realized I don't have the hammer. I gotta go north route. So, yeah. That's what I do. I am the fixer of things. Yeah. So our company's not a big company. We have, I think right now we have 12, 13, 14 employees, something like that. But only 3 of us are in-house. Most of us work off-site. There's only 3 of us that actually are in the office. My boss, my manager, and me. We're the only 3 that actually work in the office. So up until like a week ago, we actually hosted all of our servers in-house. We had our own cloud servers that in our server room that we would host, and I had to support those and all that shit. I finally got my convinced my boss to move everything off to AWS, which is going to be so nice for me because I don't have to fucking deal with our shitty ass internal cloud servers. So now we have to deal with, you know, now I gotta support those. How many people are in this race? I think 8. I think 8 were in this. 8 or 9. So here's the moment of glory right now. Does Sasharala have something? We've held off on this way too long. I think Pod is gonna fuck us over again. Unfortunately, I kind of let this go too long. He does not. Pendant dungeons, 100% not required. Disappointing. So, I think the chances of the hammer being in here are amazing. There's only 2 other places they could be. They could be in... Did I check this? Yeah, I did. There's only 2 other places they could actually be, and that is in Swamp or Ice Palace at this point, so... But Pod is the obvious choice, just because it's Pod. So, this is unfortunately... This race is not going very well. If you figure out, you know, where people should be at this point and what is needed for go mode, I'm still actually a bit away. The only hope that I've got is that the people that did the early sequence break, because if you didn't sequence break the Moon Pearl, then you know what? This is I'm about where everybody else should be, I think. I'm about where everybody should be. But if you did do the sequence break, my hope is that they stopped at the Moon Pearl and they were flipping like, oh my god, a sequence break the Moon Pearl! I'm not gonna bother going to the fucking Wishing Well. Because if they skip the Wishing Well, they're gonna have a problem. Because the Wishing Well had the boots and also had the required ether medallion. So, yeah, that's a big deal. So that's my only hope, is that everybody that did that sequence break just went straight for it, which isn't completely unlikely, but probably not likely. Keys. But I've got bare feet. So anybody play Munchkin, the card game? We used to play it all the time, and obviously one of the favorite cards in there is the bare feet card. That's when, you know, somebody tries to do something that attaches or that goes after your foot gear. You can just say, "But I have bare feet." There's the flute. Which, the flute is interesting. The flute doesn't actually open up much. It opens up the ability to go into Mire, which is the 3rd fucking pendant dungeon. I mean, that technically is progression. It does open up a few things, because we can get to the 3 chests in Mire. That checkerboard cave, we can also get into Mire. Yeah, sadly, we don't play it much either anymore because we only have the 3 of us in the house, and that's a game you want at least 4. 4 is good, like 5 and 6 is great. That's the perfect number you want for Munchkin. We've got some buddies back in Iowa that whenever we would go back there, because I grew up in Iowa, my son's mom lives there, my mom lives there, so we have to go back to Iowa from time to time. And we have some buddies of ours that we sit there. We'll play with them. They're awesome to. They're great to game with. Ooh, baby. That is interesting. So we still need the hammer. But that means fucking Meyer is completely open now. That's great. No vanilla hammer here, boys. We were just say quick, because we gotta go cash in that flute. Wow, this has been a interesting seed. Yeah, 4 to 5, maybe 6 is just the perfect. I think 4 to 5 is the perfect amount. It's not too crowded, so you don't have the you know, the one person that just takes fucking forever. Yeah, I think that's the perfect number. Alright, I guess we go to Meyer. We'll check we'll check checkerboard before we even go into Meyer, because right now the pendant dungeons have been complete misses. So, and then we've got Ice Palace, which we could do maybe half of, and then we have Swamp House, which we can only do one. For a standard seed, this is going slow as balls. And Meyer is Bombos, which means we can full clear it. And we will. Well, we'll at least find the 2 items. Red claws. I am a great magician. Your claws are red. Ooh, did I clip that rock? No, okay. Okay, so the proper sequence, when the game is generated, it figures out, if the game says, okay, in order to beat the game, you need to go here, and then 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 here. And it's the proper order of events to do it. The Moon Pearl happened to be in a spot that you could use fake flippers. So you don't actually need the flippers. Hobo had the Moon Pearl. And you can get it without the flippers if you use the flake flipper glitch. So if you did a sequence break, so basically you went out of sequence to get an item, you could have gotten that much before, you know, you were supposed to do it. That's what's called a sequence break. There's maybe a dozen sequence... Oh, sorry, my Discord's going off. I think they're talking about the pre-release yesterday. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know it has been. It's been going off for the last 5 minutes. I'll mute it here in a second. But yeah, it means that sequence breaks are interesting. They can often be a great boon if you find something like the Moon Pearl is a great sequence break. It's one of the few really strong sequence breaks. But it could also fuck you up. Because when you sequence break, you start going down a path that the game... There's the hammer. The game does not want you to go. We're going to keep going because we still need the Ice Rod. We're Ice Rod away from go mode. That's all we need now. So that's why sequence breaking can be both a boon or a massive burden. And I've had both. Where you'll just go, oh, well, I sequence broke this. I'm going to go here, here, and here. Because that's where I would go if I had gotten the item correctly. And in doing so, you missed something early in sequence that you had to double back or triple back to even get. So it's... I don't sequence break that often. Because it really can fuck you up. I'm actually going to turn around and go back here. I'm going to get this chest. Shit. Alright, we got to check the full side. Yeah, don't do it here. So yeah, it's... Sequence breaking is a huge part of the game, but do it at your own risk. Because it is a risk. I really hope Vitreous doesn't have the item. I don't want to fight Vitreous like this. This is not a strong position to fight Vitreous. In fact, if I don't find it in these next two, I'm probably going to leave. And I'm going to leave Vitreous behind. And we know one of these two is the big key. So we see this one or the one that's over there by the big key. So we can basically do what we want now. I think we're going to go do Pod. Pod's the easy one. We just need to find the Ice Rod. So we're going to check these two, and then we are out. I gotta think about what risks we're gonna start to take here. We gotta make up some time. This is the risk I'm not gonna take, though. I'm not gonna do this here. Just because of how much of a pain in the ass it is to get back in here. Do this to me, man. Don't do this. Show me the Ice Rod. That's, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Because it's worthless, there's nothing I can get. We already know the pedestal is dead. And there's no point in getting the... we've already gotten both items. Alright, so we're going to do this first. We're going to do Pod because there's only one item left. It's going to be quick. And Ice Palace and Swamp Palace are huge time saves if the Ice Rod happens to be on Helmasaur. And it's we got to do this anyway. This is the exact same route. It's not a time loss. It's not a time gain. It's only a time gain if we find the Ice Rod here. But there's no possibility of a time loss. So, in this case, when you're one item away from Go Mode, even though we are silverless Master Sword right now, yeah, this is the easy choice to make. And then the question's going to be after this is, do we do... how much Overworld do we do? And how much of the... How much of Ice Palace and Swamp Palace do we skip? Like, I think I'm gonna do Swamp next before Ice Palace. Nah, I think we're gonna do Ice Palace. Swamp is just too good to skip. Even though we kind of want to pick up addition. You know what? Change that. I'm gonna do Swamp next. And I'm gonna do Swamp next because I'm gonna have to check every item. And there's more items in there that I could potentially get a sword or silver upgrade, which would help the end game a lot easier. They're both also the 5-6 crystals, so it's almost even up. It's basically the same either way. So I'm fine with doing that. We'll do Swamp because I guess, you know, Swamp is longer than Ice. And it's a better, I think it's a better time gain if you get to Go Mode Swamp versus Ice. Because you still have to do bomb jumps to make it easier and all that shit. That's right, I have Master Sword. I really should just call these fuckers out. But I think in this case where we're on Master Sword Silverless, I think doing Swamp and maybe taking slightly longer is probably a better option. There's a block. Damn it, I'm not going to get the helmet in time. Oh, thank you for running into me. That helped a ton. Shit, like, Ice Rod on Laser Bridge, dude. It would not be the first time. And it sure as fuck won't be the last. Alright, so we have Swamp, we have Ice, we have the Hammer Pegs, we've got Blind's Basement in Thieves Town, we have Spike Room, we have Turtle Rock, we have the Mimic Cave, and that's it. So, again, I don't feel good about this at any stretch. We're pretty far behind. I'm gonna go check Hammer Pegs first. Again, this is kind of one of those, I'm gonna hedge a little bit. I could do a huge gamble and check Thieves Town Basement. You know how big of a risk that would be? To check the Thieves Town Basement right here? Should I gamble? You know what? I'm actually thinking about it now. I'm thinking about checking it. I'm gonna check it second. I said I need to gamble. I do need to gamble a bit. Maybe this is the gamble. Because I could, if that actually paid off, I think I would be ahead. Because no one's going to check that first. It's a huge gamble because no one wants to go back there. It's a huge, huge time investment for one item. Oh, Tempered Sword. I did check Lazy Bridge, yes. Lazy Bridge. Okay, Lazy Kid. Yeah, okay. I'm reading Laser Bridge. It takes about a minute and a half to do this. I'm gonna do it. Let's just do it. Let's do it. It takes about a minute and a half to do this gamble. But if it pays off, I think we win the race. Because then we get to go mode Ice and Swamp Palace. So it's a minute and a half gamble to potentially save like 10 minutes. And considering how it began, we kind of I think it's a reasonable gamble. I would not do this in a one-on-one. There's no way I would do this on a one-on-one or even on a like a big race. But on these smaller races, sure, why not? I mean, we did just pick up Tempered by doing this first, so ooh, hit it. Look at that God Pixel. Boom, motherfucker. I mean, nobody had the hammer here. I guarantee you nobody had the hammer when they came through this the first time. Nobody. I don't think you could have, actually, because I don't think you could have gotten to Pod. Yeah, I don't think you could have. I don't think it was possible to do it, so... So, win or lose, win or lose, win or lose. Ah! Not a bad item. I like the item. Not what I wanted. So we actually picked up 2 quality of life items doing that. Took about 2 minutes. Picked up 2 quality of life items. Tempered is not... Again, Tempered is one of those items that might make up some time. I don't know if it's worth 2 minutes. But it's worth a minute at least. If not 2. If there's no sword upgrades that are easily accessible for the rest of the game, and silvers are nowhere to be found, then, you know, that might actually play. Half magic is nice. Not, again, not required, but it's nice. Actually, you know, now I think I probably should have gone to Ice instead of this, because I wanted to do this to get a sword upgrade. And now I got that sword upgrade. So now I'm less inclined to full clear swamp. Intentional block. God, an hour 25 and we still have 3 crystals to clear. We need that fucking ice rod. Again, it's all about gambling at this point. How much do you want to clear here? I'm going to clear everything that's easily accessible. I might skip left side. Why did I switch this? I need a bomb. Thinking ahead. Well, actually, yeah, if half magic was silvers, absolutely. That would have been worth it. That would have been worth the 2 minutes that I put into it. I agree with you 100%. Silvers saves you about a minute, and tempered saves you at least a minute. I might be underestimating, you know, especially again if that last sword is behind the ice rod. Like if we find the ice rod before we find the butter sword, then it's absolutely worth it. And if it's behind both, then absolutely. Then we might have made up a minute or two. So, odd gamble, paid off in a weird way. We'll see in the end if it actually is a boon. Because if like the silvers are en route, like if the silvers are here on Argus, or a sword upgrade is on, you know, Trinex or something like that, then this doesn't matter. Then it's a loss. It's a time loss. That'll be a big key. It's kind of nice. Now we are going to skip left side, and I think we might skip it overall. Still not sure about that one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's something on a required item, then it's not so good, but we'll see. Oh yeah, that game has started. Oh shit, I don't even have it on. Yeah, is it, did it just start? Yeah, it did. Yeah, give me some updates on that. Absolutely. I think Pittsburgh's gonna run away and hide with that game because Blake Bortles can't throw a fucking pass to save his life. Shit, there are 2 items on the left side. I think we have to go back in. I think we have to go back in. I don't know if I want to leave 2 items behind. Ugh. No, I'm not, I'm a Bears fan. Which is sad. I mean, you can see I've got Bears shit on the wall. You can't see all of it. There's more on the other side. There's more over there, which you can't see, but... I've got a picture of Soldier Field. I've got the, when Mike Ditka had his number retired a few years ago. I've got a plaque up there for that, because Mike Ditka is my hero. He's not actually my hero. He used to be my hero, actually. Growing up, Mike Ditka was my hero. So, and then I've got a Bears, like a flag over there. Wow, both boomerangs in here. How about that? I have a Bears football up there. And my wife is the one that gets me all this shit. She is awesome. She is fucking stellar. It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Well, do it because I love you.
I know, I love you too, baby. Doesn't change the fact that you're stellar. Alright, so... this is one of those unfortunate situations where we're having to go back in here. I mean, part of me wants to not do this, but we're already behind, unfortunately. So, I mean, we're gonna have to basically full clear all of this. It really sucks. Oh, wow. Oh, wait. What the fuck am I doing? Jesus. Yeah. Well, I got confused. I was looking at the score there. I got confused. Wait, how did... Jacksonville, they can't score points unless it was a defensive touchdown. Blake Bortles is horrible. I mean, he's just just a flaming pile of garbage. I don't even think Jacksonville fans would, you know, deny that. Interesting. Okay, well. Color me surprised. So, fucking bonk, man. I'm away. This is a waste of time, too. I got a feeling it's not in here. Oh, that's right, Zeeves. I forgot. Yeah, he's from Cleveland. Bite my tongue, bite my tongue, bite my tongue. So, yeah. I know. Seriously, we're just hitting everything here. So I'm leaning toward Ice Rod being in Turtle Rock. I mean, that's typical. But yeah, we probably should have risked that and just not gone back in. I really thought about doing it, but with 2 items on the left, it's difficult. Actually, it might just be quicker to run it from here. Well, as always, I'd like to welcome everybody that's joined in and is watching us today. We're doing our second race of the day. We did a Triforce hunt earlier today. We're doing this now. We'll be doing the Open, the weekly Open at 4:30 Central. We'll also be doing a Key Sanity tonight at 7 Central. That's our forte. It's the best. Key Sanity is best sanity. Unfortunately, we are not having a good race here. I got a feeling that we're way behind, and I mean way behind. We're probably 5 to 10 minutes behind right now. But so is the Beast of Rando. We haven't made good decisions on overworld locations, and we checked probably a few too many. And we took a few gambles, and I don't think I've taken the right gambles. So it's unfortunate, but again, such is the life of that is the Rando life. But hope everyone is enjoying their Sunday. Yeah, I was surprised that Philly won yesterday. I wasn't shocked. I was surprised. I mean, their defense carried them. Obviously, they can't score shit on offense. Their defense carried them the entire way. And they've had a good defense all year. So that part of it, I guess, I'm not too surprised about. But, yeah. I'm still surprised they won. I'm just not shocked. We are not going to do the bomb skip here. Because we have to full clear this, and we have everything we need to not bomb skip this, and it makes the asshole chest easier to get.
I forget what tune I'm playing. I almost went to True Shot Lock and went through it.
You do that all the time,
I
sweetie.
do. I'm like, I'll get it right on. I'll finish this.
Oops, missed one. Fortunately, we didn't get a key. So I'm going to do this setup a little strange. You'll notice here, I'm going to go this way in hopes of getting a small key from these two. And then I have 2 choices. I can either go straight up or I can go... Oh, that's huge. That is huge right there, getting that key. That's going to save us time. Whoa! Whoa! Apparently our iteming today and mini has just been garbage. Ice Rod! Ice Rod. This is the scenario where you want to do that. You're 1 item away from go mode. You want to check him when you can here. I'm gonna ferry this thing. Sucks I have to do a few extra items, but I'm actually getting close to death here. Not the place you want to die. Oh, fuck you, shovel. Fuck. Okay, so the asshole chest. I didn't term this. I picked it up from Problems. Problems IRL, who's one of the better runners on here. I think he was the one that originally named it. At least that's where I first heard it. There's one chest in here that's just annoying as fuck to get. Because you gotta go around, and you gotta go way around to get it. I could actually go down that place and get it, but it's easier since I have the, since I didn't do the bomb skip, it's easier doing it this way. That's why it's called the asshole chest. It's because it's just a pain in the fucking ass to get. I'll show you here if I have to get it. It's not this chest, it's the next one. Oh, never mind, I don't have to get it. It's the chest that is right through that door right there. If you go down through that door, and then you have to go into the room with the jelly, or the with the anti-fairy, and then you have to go through the firebar room. That's the asshole chest. Again, I don't know if he was the first to term it, but he's the first I heard. And I loved the name. I kept using it. I always will. It'll always be the asshole chest to me. So it's not here. We have shovels. We're gonna check. Well, we have to check shovel. We absolutely have to check shovel. And then we also have Fat Fairy. Fuck this noise. Blow you the fuck up. They're gonna take one shot each. I've already hit them enough times. Well, we cleared this out. This is gonna be basically a fucking full clear at this point, which sucks, but... It sucks, but we're kind of dedicated to it. We're gonna check everything on the way to Turtle Rock, and it's gonna be in Turtle Rock. You know it's in Turtle Rock. I know it's in Turtle Rock. We all know it's in Turtle Rock. But I'm gonna check everything else anyway. Okay, so yes and no. For the most part, no. There are a few exceptions to the rule. There are a couple of static chests. Actually, I haven't changed it. There's only one static chest, and that's the small key in the small key inside of Skullwoods. Ice Rock. That is the only static chest in the game. But there is the opposite. There are chests, there are items that cannot be in certain areas. Anything that is locked behind another item obviously cannot do it. So, like the boots can't be on a bonk spot. You know, stuff like that. They do favor dungeons. The logic is designed to favor dungeons. Now, here's an interesting tidbit. And I checked the numbers on this, which is why I'm doing the Fat Fairy right now. The Fat Fairy is the same percentage of items as dungeons. This is considered a dungeon item based off of the latest bit of logic. If you actually look at the percentages, I need to learn how to do the dash strat on this. If you go look at the percentages that Christos posted this past week, the percentages for Fat Fairy are just about as high as any dungeon, any late game dungeon, which is very interesting. It means that I don't think it was that way always. I know for certain in Key Sanity, there is an 8% chance in the late game that this is the Ganon's key. That's what I was actually looking for, is the chances of this being the Ganon Tower key versus... Yes, motherfucker! Alright. We have a chance. That is easily skipped. We have a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. And the cool thing about this is that it means we could not have go-moded Ice or Swamp. Nobody go-moded Ice or Swamp unless they were gambling. Which, I don't think you do that at this point. Okay, so apparently we didn't know that it was in Turtle Rock. The whole it's gotta be in Turtle Rock thing, you know, that's just a myth. A myth that almost always checks out. But still a myth. But, yeah, I needed to check that. So, there's a higher percentage in Key Sanity of the Ganon Tower chest being in Ganon's Tower than there was in the previous logic. They did adjust that a little bit, it seems like. So I wanted to check that because I noticed that lately I've done 2 Key Sanities already where the G Tower key was actually in Ganon's Tower, and the previous like 20 I'd only found it twice. So I'm noticing a lot more. There's an equal percentage of it being in Ganon's Tower versus the Fat Fairy. So Fat Fairy has been upgraded. They've upped the percentage of it actually being a Fat Fairy. The cool thing about this is we still have not found another sword upgrade or the silvers, which works really well for us if those items are buried in Ganon's castle. If it's at Validation Chest, then everybody gets it. But if it's buried behind the big key, maybe nobody gets it. And that gives us an advantage. Because we did do that extra check. And no one is done yet. We're still about 12 minutes away from finishing. Yeah, we're gonna go. We're about 12 minutes away from finishing. We don't have to check laser bridge. We don't check anything. We're not checking shit. We're only checking required items at this point. That would have been a disaster. That would have been a disaster. You just have to wait 5 seconds, but 5 seconds is a disaster in my book. Vicky? Ow, boo! There goes our advantage. Boo! Everybody will get that. Everybody has to get that. You can't skip that chest. Ooh, I gotta wait here. I'm in a bad spot. Damn you, prick. Oh, God. That's big. That'll save me potentially a laser bridge. Man, that's disappointing. I mean, butter, yes, is slightly better than tempered, but not by much. That's only going to save us maybe 20-30 seconds total, which now the minute that we spent to get it has been nullified. So now we're actually on the minus. Oh shit, this is a bad spot. I don't like it when he comes up this way because... Okay, I missed it. Good. I didn't want to hit the switch because it lags to shit. Alright, we still have to do the big chest. I hate going around that way to do it, but you kind of have to in this scenario. I mean, you don't have to. But you should. Are you okay, babe? Wife's been having some headaches lately. She's going through a diet cleanse, and I think it's having some fucked up effects. Small key? Oh yeah, no laser bridge for us, boys.
Just detoxing.
Yeah, that's exactly. You're going through a detox period. I know what detoxing's all about. I detox caffeine maybe once a year. I'm gonna check this one just because it's right here. And if that's silvers, then that's obviously a 30 seconds to a minute gain. It's probably a minute gain. But not at this point, I'm not concerned about shit. I will check one chest and one chest only once we get the Big King Ganon Tower. And that'll be the validation chest. So, no laser bridge. So if silvers are on laser bridge, then... You know what? Honestly, if silvers are on laser bridge, we're actually at a disadvantage at that point. Because anybody that came in here first did this and then left. Their time loss would almost be negated by the fact that we checked the other two areas first. And even though we got Butter Sword over Tempered Sword, again, that's such a small advantage. So... Oh, fuck. I didn't get the duck. I keep forgetting. I need to practice this more to do the quick kill. It's not. What? There's no way Jacksonville wins this. No fucking way. There's no way Jacksonville wins this game. Alright, so we're about to go into Ganon's Tower. Nobody's done yet, but again, I still think we're behind. I'd be pretty shocked if we weren't behind at this point. Is it still 7-0? Sorry, I know my Discord's going off. They might also be talking about the game, because, well, we talk about the games. So, I mean, again, I gotta feel like I'm at least 5 minutes behind right now. So hopefully we find we find the Ganon's key on the right side. And by right side, I mean correct side, even though it is the right side. Hey, Johnny. I mean, Blake Bortles is so bad. 14-0. Jesus fucking Christ. There's no way they lose this game. There's no way they lose this game. If Pittsburgh loses this game, that'll be the biggest upset of the playoffs. Bugnet! Yeah, we can go to Aga now. Looks like we're doing left side. Mark that Bugnet. Oh, I don't like Pittsburgh. I don't see how it's possible for them to lose this game. Getting cornered, come on. Of course, all these fucking small keys are on this side of the room. They always are. If I hadn't already gone on the right side, I would do Dark Magician at this point. I think I've only done the Dark Magician route once. It actually paid off when I did it, though. Which is weird. And I haven't done it since. It was in a Key Sanity run, which I was looking for... It was a weird scenario. It was a Key Sanity run, but I didn't care about the Ganon Tower key. Because I think it was one of those that it was on the pedestal, and I needed to find, like, the flute or some shit. And I did the, nose is itchy. And I did the Dark Magician route and it paid off. I mean, that's almost all of them. There'll be two more to get. There's two more static keys that are in here. Jesus Christ, really? Apparently I've suddenly lost... Oh my god. Advantage completely lost. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about silvers. It's gonna make Ganon a fucking joke. It just means that we wasted time. Is all. No one is done, but we're still 7+ minutes out. Because basically it's like 6.5 minutes. Why did I do that? It's 6.5 minutes from when you find the big key with butter and silvers. It's about 6.5 minutes. 6 to 6.5. If you have a really good Ganon's Tower, you can do it in 6. Back off, Bob. Bob being a dick. We right side. Should have Dark Magician this one. It's the torch on the left side. So when you go down the left staircase, the item that's on the torch, if you do not bump it, if you don't knock it off, then Bob glitches out. It's a template change. And you rarely get that item. I mean, unless it's the big key or a small key, you rarely pop it. So Nobody wants Tile Room, man. I do, however, want to pick up this little bit of magic. Dark DM route was definitely the right route. And there it is. No point in checking anything. We have everything in the game. Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't get Quake. My bad. Fuck, we even found the mirror shield. Oops. Spawn this fire. But yeah, unless you do Dark Magician right, you're gonna find those. So yeah, total advantage loss, unfortunately. We're not gonna know what's in Validation Chest. We ain't fucking opening. There will be no opening validation checks on my watch. Validation chests on my watch. Not when no one else has finished yet. And we're battling for just barely getting a sub 2. I mean, we're gonna be like a 158. 150. That's a huge pickup right there. Wow, another decanter. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, this has been a very slow seed. I missed that. Oh, man, I missed that. I missed that one, too. You smell like pea soup. Wow. 3 misses. That was about as bad as you can get. I might as well just fucking have gotten the fairy there. That's about as bad as you can get. I'm actually gonna get the heart here. Oh wait, heart's heart's over here. I don't actually have. I only have his. I have 2 greens. Those are my bottles. It's 2 green goos. So I'll ferry the. I'll ferry at the end here, but. Yeah, the Andy doing what he did is. I mean, that's Andy. That's what he does. Andy won by about 3 minutes, I'm gonna say. careful here. Should be fine. Yeah, the big difference in that race was Andy got the bug net. It was swordless. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense if you don't understand that, but the fact that Andy got the bug net made a huge difference in that race. Because Andy got to do bug net Aghanim, and Christos had to do hammer Aghanim, and that's a huge difference. I mean, that's night and day. Because, again, that was a swordless seed, so... Whoa. Whoa, oh, get over here. Oh, no, 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 no. 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 Yeah, they were side by side going into it. There was a divergence. Andy went left side, and Christos went right, and it was on left side. Yeah, so you can use the bug net to reflect the balls, and it was swordless, so you only have two choices. You can use the bug net, or you can use the hammer. They're both applicable, but the hammer is fucking hard. Oh, no one's done yet. Wow, we actually have a chance at this. We'll be within a minute and a half. What time is it? 12:40. So after we're done with this, we are going to log off, and we'll be gone for the afternoon. We'll be back at 4:30 for the open, for the weekly open, and then we'll go straight out of the open into the Key Sanity. We probably won't even shut the stream down, unless it's a really quick open. No, the weekly open. It's every Sunday at 4:30. Took a couple extra hits there, didn't need to. Should be fine. But remember, I have no backup for health. Oh, God. Yeah, it's actually in the original game. You can use the bug nets on Aghanim when you fight him early on. The thing is, you still have to have a sword, because you can't get through the curtains without a sword, which is fucking weird. Really? Oh my god! Anytime now, Ganon. Anytime now, you can stop. Holy shite. Ganon being a dick, man. Yes, I did. Oh, I thought I had that. Alright. No one's done yet. Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Holy shit, how did we win that race? How did we win that race? How did we win that race? Yeah, none of them should. I cannot imagine any of the other racers having butter. I am shocked we won that. Where's everybody at? Let's see. Right there. Yeah, just barely got a sub too. Solsky is on Aga. Mighty Mike is on Ganon. Fantalus and Newbie are both in Ganon's castle. Saberwolf is offline, so who knows what the hell he's doing. And the other dude is... where the hell is he going? He's checking Spike Cave? What's he missing? Oh, he doesn't have the Ice Rod yet. Oh, he didn't check Fat Fairy. Oh, man. Okay, so yeah, we only won that by a minute or two. But, I'm shocked we won that. So I'm really shocked we won that. Let's play the bonk game. Hey, before you head out, let's do the bonk game. So we got the boots. When did we get the boots? Boots were in the Wishing Well, which we got those around the 40-minute mark, I'm going to say. It was right around 40 minutes we got the boots. Right at a 2-hour seed. I'm going to say... No, not 18. 18. Oh, dude. If it was 5, I would be jumping for joy. It ain't fucking 5. So we got a 20, we got a 26, we got a 28. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Maybe I'll even give a little something away for this one. Ooh. Oh, Money Mike is done in 2nd place. Anybody else want to put a guess in before I fast forward through the credits? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? 14. What did I say? 8? I said 18. 24. You want to take 15? I'll give you 15. You got 15. I'm going to give you 15. It's not going to be 5. It ain't 5. Alright, I'm going to fast forward through the credits here.
The amazing Rando.
Velwyn, I believe is how you pronounce that one. Thank you for the follow, good sir or madam. Yeah, the number of bonks, which is going to be... 23 bonks. Did we have a 22? Did we have a 22? We did not have a 22. Big Buddha cheddar. Big Buddha cheddar. All right, hold on just a second here. Oh god, which one of these is it? Oh my god, there's 2 of them with the same base name. B-U-D-D. It's this one. Alright, sit tight. Sit tight.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna gift a sub.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna gift a sub.
What about all the other subs?
Why do I...
How do you do that?
It's easy. Oh god, I gotta fill all this shit in? Are you crazy? I've never actually done this before.
You gotta make sure you want to do it.
I hope I got that one right.
Send some shit to me.
What? Did I mistype my credit? Why do I always forget this? This particular credit card, for some reason, I seem to fuck up with it.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
I don't know. Hold up, sit tight here. Why do I always seem to forget this number. Yeah, I put the number in wrong. Congratulations! Welcome! Many bonks for you. Many bonks. It's the first time I've actually given anything away on that one.
Did somebody win the bonk count?
Yeah.
No shit.
Enjoy. Enjoy. So, all right, we're going to call it here today, boys and girls. I'm going to get some food in my belly. I'm going to watch the rest of the game, and yeah, that's going to be it. So, thanks everyone for showing up today. We'll be back at 4:30 for the weekly open, and then the 7 o'clock Key Sanity, which is what we want to. That's That's what we really want. So that's what we got, boys and girls. Have a good afternoon, and hopefully we'll see you here later today.